Okay, we have reached the final drill for chapter 6. So this is part 7, if you actually are going down the list. And we're going to conclude chapter 6 with actually dealing with a NSF check, or better known as the non-sufficient funds check, or a bounce check, or a hot check, depending on how it is. Basically, it's a check that has been given to us that basically they don't have enough money in their account when we actually cash it. And when this happens, not only do we have to reverse out this check, but we also have to pay bank charges due to it. So, of course, we're probably going to charge the customer all this fun stuff. So, with this, how are we going to record this bounce check? So, NSF check, we got Bill's Windsurf Shop check 1053 ends up coming back from the bank. Mark NSF. Okay, well, we're going to record the bounce check, add the $35 fee that include the bank charges and the fee that Craig's Design and Landscape Services charges for an NSF check. Basically, we're going to get our money back and then some, because you cost us time. And we've all seen it. A lot of companies have, if your check bounces, this is how much we're going to charge. Okay. So, we need to enter, because of this test drive, we actually do have to enter new items for bounce check charges. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and go to the chart of accounts. Chart accounts. Okay. Then we're going to go to fees billed. There we go. There's our fees billed. And hit edit. Alright. So we're going to change the category type to other income. So we're basically editing this account to actually show for bounced other fees that we're going to end up billing. Okay. So, reason why this is other income instead of income, even though we're charging the fee, is mostly this. For income to be classified as income, it has to be in the normal course of our business. Usually an NSF check, which incurs additional charges that we will charge as a fee, that's not in our normal course of business. This is why it ends up becoming other income, to show that somewhere else we actually did receive income. So we're going to save and close. And we now have changed our fees billed. Okay. So we're going to go to Access Product and Service List here. And we're going to have New. Okay. So this is going to be a service. So it's not taxed. And what we're going to end up doing is that the bank charged a $20 NSF service charge, plus the $15 we are going to charge for that process to this Bill's Windsurf Shop. But we don't have that actual category in our, basically that product or service, in our QuickBooks yet, because this is probably the first NSF check this company's received. So we're going to put this in so we can actually create an invoice, if we need to, for the bounce check. So name is going to be bounce check charges. Again, a lot of these names are up to the company that you serve. This one's pretty much a basic one that we got. So this is a non-taxable item. And make sure our income account is going to be fees billed. Okay. We'll actually put the description in as bounce check charges. Okay. All right. We'll hit save and close. So again, make sure it's non-taxable. And there it is for us. Right there. So, with that, we're going to record the journal entry for the bounce check. Okay? Always a journal entry, because we actually have to reverse out the check that we've already shown that we received in checking and basically put it back into accounts receivable. We do not change the check that's already been entered in checking and change it to accounts receivable. No, we always do a journal entry. Okay? This is why we actually can trace everything that we've done. So, accounts receivable, AR, it is going to be 175. That's a bounce check. And we do need to put in the customer's name. And it looks like I'm going to have that slight error with, again, the customers. So let's hopefully I don't have to go back. Instead of going back and redealing with this, we're going to just do a shortcut real quick and go Bill Shop 1. Okay? And it's time. Yeah. Okay. So, let me pause this real quick, fix everything again, and then we'll finish out this little part. Okay, we are back with our journal entry. Yay. So I did have to go back and fix the test drive, so it did allow us to have the customer, because again, we need the customer to do any accounts receivable items. So of course this is coming out of the checking. That's why we got a credit to checking. So it's being pulled out and now putting back into accounts receivable to show that the bounce check has indeed happened. So again, a check for $175. Okay, so let's go ahead and save and close this. Okay, now we're going to apply the journal entry for the bounce check. So we need to go ahead and go to Bill's Windsurf and our customers. There he is, his little thing. And then we're going to click on this payment. So payment going to click the checkbox for invoice 1002 to remove the check mark in itself. And then we're going to check that journal entry to show that it has been bounced. Yes, a few steps here, but we can no longer apply it to the invoice because that invoice hasn't truly been paid. It has basically no longer applies to it. So we'll go ahead and save and close this out. So now we have recorded the true bounce check. Exit out. Now we're going to record the invoice for the bounce check charges. Okay. So let's go ahead and create a new invoice. First, this is for bill windsurf. Boom. Okay. Terms are going to change because this is a fee because of a bounce check. This is going to be due on receipt of the invoice. Product service, we're going to add that new bounce check charge that we did. Okay. And we're going to put the rate of $35 for the complete fee. That is again what the bank has charged us for the fee and what we're going to charge the customer for us doing all the processing. Okay. So we're going to save and close, and that is it. Okay. So again, that completes our chapter 6 drills. The rest of the chapter is going to add a lot more transactions for you to do. Of course, that's always how it goes. So lots of fun there. So make sure you do get all those transactions in because they do want you to kind of get an overview of the chapter. So, in conclusion for this part, we have done an NSF check. Again, had an error with test drive on allowing us to view our customers, but we did the NSF check. We had to create a new product and service, basically a service for the bounce check charges. We created a journal entry for the bounce check. We applied it, so basically removing it off the payment off the invoice into the journal entry, and then we record the invoice for the bounce check charges. Okay, so now they would have to pay us again the invoice plus the new fees that we are sending to them because of the basically NSF. Okay, so if you have any questions whatsoever on how to do any of these processes, please let me know. If not, then all good to go for the next chapter.